what you would generally say, I think what you tend to get into the problem is the lower or the shorter the club, the more you flex your knees rather than leaning over more, okay?
Oh, I see.
And of course, then the more you flex your knees, I think the knees then get nearer to your hands. You're almost a bit scared of bringing the hand.
Should be pretty much the same.
Constant. Yeah, you just lean your spine angle over, so more of a tilt with your spine. And the more your knees flex, the less you want to bring your hands in here because you hit your knees. So then your hands almost have to sort of go out too far in front. As I mean, the 7-iron in theory, being shorter and a more upright club, you should find it easier taking the golf club back, keeping the club in front of you. You can see there now, sort of hands there now, that club's whipped inside a good long way there, okay, gone behind you. Now the hybrid, in theory, being a flatter club, is going to be more conducive to going too far in here, because of the change now you say you're making in your swing, the hands are going back much more on the inside. That club now is staying more in front of you. It's still behind, as we can see, but we've got a chance. At least there now, with the, like I said, generally, you've gone from there with your 7-iron, there's your hybrid, okay? If we can make that practice, and with that drill we said, where the club just sort of hinges up from here, straight up, and then make some swings, I would suggest do that as your warm-up. So on the range, like a 7, 8, 9, a few swings there, just to hinge your wrist up, so you start getting a sort of muscle memory of how that club needs to go back, because if the club can go back straight down the target line, okay, at least now when we hinge the wrist up, that left arm now can get across your shoulders, okay? It's when that left arm now gets higher than the shoulders, okay, it's very difficult to swing the golf club successfully. To bring the golf club back down the inside there now, what you'd have to do is drop the hips, a load of hip action, dropping the arms in. If you don't square the club face up and your hands get a little bit high, because they sometimes do, your golf ball can be going sideways to the right. So you're not going to let yourself do that, so it's back over the top, and then we get that high hands there position. Unfortunately, that's what we want to see, that strike anyway more, but the ball off to the right there. So with this, we're now able to bring the golf club down, letting the arm just drop down, your body can release, the club can come down. It's a little bit outside the line, hence why we get a little of a fade, but at least the takeaway and everything in general is better. Your hands don't seem quite so high there in relation to that club, and that should be, it's the same sort of swing there, ball now flying to the top. You can release the hands and arms now without trying to force the issue. If the hands and arms are working more around your body, you can release the club better. If the hands are sort of going in and then lifting up, when they come back down over the top, you can't square the club face up. So you're really trying to force the path left, and again, swing-wise through to follow through. That to me is a very, very good full movement, right foot up on its toe, right hip, right shoulder, all releasing round there in a really good position. So we can practice that initial takeaway there. Try and put your left arm is sort of staying into your chest as your thumb sort of point the club out more towards the right there, okay? So a good drill up against the wall. Get yourself up against the wall, so literally you've got yourself up against there, so your backside's up against the wall, and make some back swings now to about sort of hip height, okay? At this point we'd expect the club to not be hitting the wall, okay? As it goes back further, obviously it will do, but the first sort of level with your hips and so on, at this point here now where your hands get to about there, what we'd look for is the club a bit more this way, so the club and the left arm are more in line rather than it being too far inside you that way, okay? It's a common thing that you sometimes fall back into sometimes. Again, old habits we say do come back in, but I think the more you flex your knees with the shorter irons, the more likely you are going to get your hands to whip inside rather than let your arms come inside, because they can't move inside if the knees are in the way. So try and keep the knee flex constant, just get more tilt. So if there's your little spine angle, say for your 7-iron, okay, you'd have less knee flex, there'd be that's how your spine would work this way, so you'd rotate or tilt more from the hips rather than bending your knees more or less, depending on the club you've got. Okay?
When I watch good golfers, they don't have much bend in their knees.
No, exactly. About an inch or so of flexibility. And that to me, going back from lesson 1, your first ever lesson, you had a load of knee flex and your hands were mega low, weren't they? Exactly. So really low. So we've definitely got away from that, but sometimes those knees just tend to creep back in. And I think sometimes if the balance is a bit of an issue, and it will be when the arms are coming in a different position to where the body is, you step forward with your foot here, okay? Instinctively, the next shot you'll probably end up a bit squatting the knees just to try and get more balance. The more we bend our knees, in theory, the more balance we feel. Unfortunately, the less the body can move, so the more balance we lose. But the sensation at address, I feel more solid. I got more flex in the knees. I'm nice and stable. Okay, so get the legs a little bit less flex. But definitely that drill there, working that club back more in front.
When I first started playing golf, there was a guy called Dick Kemp who used to be down in. Have you ever heard of him?
No.
He was a golf professional champion.